Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? This is Shalina Diva, the Purpose Driven Diva, and I'm so excited to go live tonight. Okay, you guys, I'm going live a little earlier than normal because I'm actually working on a really exciting project. So those of you who are catching the replay, say what's up, say hello. Those of you who are my usuals, tune in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Say hello, all that good stuff. Those of you who don't know me, I am Shalina Diva, the Purpose Driven Diva. I am a life and business coach, and I love to show women how to discover, invest, value, and appreciate their lives and business. Okay. And what I do is I show women how to take what they know and turn it into cash by showing them how to build their very own online schools where they create and sell digital classes, products, and services. Okay. So whether you have you desire to teach people the formal knowledge that you've learned from college, or if you want to teach people the skills that you've gleaned from corporate America over the years, or if you want to teach people the valuable life lessons that you've gleaned over the years because of all the obstacles that you've overcome, I can show you how to take that knowledge, how to turn it into cash, and how to build your own online school. It's through my company called Best Selling Year, and we help you to build a profitable personal brand. We teach you how to create digital content that positions you as an expert and get you paid. And lastly, we show you how to create those digital products, those ebooks, those webinars, those online classes, and most importantly, we show you how to get paid. Okay, everybody. So you know how I roll. Say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from and all that stuff. Okay. I have to hop off of here at 8:30 because I'm working on a really big project. Okay. And I'll tell you guys a little bit about it. All right. But let me hop into it. This is what I'm talking about tonight. New coaches, how to earn big money. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you, you may say I'm new. Well, Shalina, I'm new. I don't really know online. I don't really know all that stuff that's going on. Listen, you're perfect for the job, right? You may say, Shalina, well, I'm not a new coach. I've been around, but I'm not having the traction that I want. I'm not having a following, and I'm definitely not earning the income. Listen, you're perfect for this, all right? So stick around and tune in. I'm going to teach you. Well, I'm going to show you how you can earn that big money. Okay. How many of you want to earn big money? If you want to earn big money, teaching people what you know and helping them to improve their lives, type BIG in the comments. Okay. Type like the notorious BIG, type BIG in the comments. All right. So we have Apostle April is that Coffee or Kofi? She's from Tennessee. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. Everybody say hello. So if you want to make that big money, type big in the comments, BIG. All right. And here's the thing I always tell my clients, stop thinking that it takes you a long time to become successful, but it's going to take you a long time to earn the money. With the proper strategy, with the proper technique, with a great coach like me who specializes in helping new coaches, and I make the training affordable. I'm not charging you thousands of dollars to learn this. Listen, you can earn so much money. I have clients who, after working with me for 2 months, they have their own online schools. They're about to cross $20,000 in 2 months. Some of them are about to cost $2,000, $5,000. I know the formula. I know what works. Okay. So let's see who wants to make the big money. Okay. All right. So Tennessee. All right. We have Lisa. She's from YouTube. She is from Detroit. Shout out to the D. She wants to make that big money. All right. Apostle, they want to make that big money. Anybody else want to make the big money? Because if not, then what am I here for? I'm very interactive. You got to talk back to me now. All right. So you want to make that big money. Okay. And before we even get into this, right? Because a lot of y'all follow people and they know how to market. They know how to talk. They know how to sell. Right. And so they know how to sell you a dream. Okay. But before I get into that, because some of you don't know me, if this is your first time tuning into me, type a 1 in the comments. Type a 1 in the comments if this is your first time tuning into me. If it's your first time tuning into me, type a 1. All right. Because what I'm about to do is I'm about to qualify myself for you. I just told you some of my clients, they're used to me going live at 9, but I have a project, so I got to go live sooner. Right. But my clients would be in these comments tearing it down, saying, no, I'm at 16,000. I'm at 2,000. I'm at 3,000. One of my clients, she just made $1,000 last night. Listen to my strategy. Right. So they're not here. They're used to seeing me go. They're used to seeing me go live at 9. All right. So Lisa, this is the first time. All right. And Apostle, this is the first time. Well, let me put your mind at ease. And Apostle, you listen to this very carefully. You know how God says, if you keep your mind stayed on him, he'll keep you in perfect peace. But he also says, if he be, he also says that, oh, what is that scripture that I love so much? Oh, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. I am an example of what it means to be in obedience and listening to God and allowing God to be your business strategist and allowing God to help you. Okay. So on April the 12th, 2020, I posted in my group, hey, I just switched to a new online school platform, right, you guys? And so they're like, okay. I just switched to a new online platform. And what ended up happening is with this platform, I used to be on another one, is I got on this new one and I just started working it. And on April the 12th, I had crossed over $1,000. It was $1,003. Somebody write that down in the comments. Please write down in the comments $1,003. 1,003. $1,003. Please write that down, because I'm going to show you how the goodness of the Lord. I'm going to show you those out there who are Christians. Believe God, have faith, be obedient. This is the season of obedience, okay? This is the season of you going back to those ideas and dreams and goals that God gave you, and to walk them out and to work them out and to give them your all, okay? This is the season for that. I really need someone to type down $1,003, okay? So thank you, Lisa. Lisa typed down $1,003. I also need someone else to write down April 12th, 2020. So Lisa, if you want to write down April 12th, 2020, I would gladly appreciate that. The reason being is I want these things written down. So Lisa, probably Lisa, do 1,003, and then next to it, write April 12th, 2020. Please do that for me. All right, somebody do that for me, because I'm about to show you that I know what I'm talking about and I'm credible, because I'm about to get into how you coaches can earn big money, but I have to prove a point to you all, okay? Before you all start coaching with people, before you all start investing people and believe in the hype. All right, here we go. April 12th, yes, okay? Remember, $1,003. All right, so I'm going to show you what I've earned since April the 12th, 2020, allowing God to lead me, allowing God to guide me, and being obedient and trusting myself and believing in myself and all that, okay? I'm going to show you what happens when you allow God to do that. And I give God the glory on my post. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. Remember I said I was at $1,003 on April the 12th, 2020. This is today, July, is it 15th, I guess? I'm at $80,200. $80,200 since April the 12th, 2020. That's a little over 3 months. You do the math on that. That's $79,000 that I've earned in the past 3 months. Listening to God, believing in God, my faith. I work very hard, but what I do is I love it. So I don't consider working hard, but I can see on the outside like she works hard. All right. But listening to God and going back to those old ideas, and most importantly, not following the crowd, not following the industry, not following after other people. Okay. All right, you guys. So I'm going to give God all the glory and honor, all those ideas he gave to me. And look at God, look at how God has blessed me tremendously. And if you look at any of my lives, I always give God the glory. So I'm giving God the glory. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop back into the lesson and tell you how you can begin to earn big money too. And the reason why I showed you my numbers, and if my clients were on here, but they're used to me going live, they would have showed you their results. Far too often, you guys are believing the hype. You're following these people because they're good at marketing. They're good at this. And so you invest. But like I said earlier in the live, it's not the right phase. You're not ready for their level or whatever. I'm not saying it's not good coaching, but it's not what you need, right? So I'm qualifying myself. I'm credible. You can check me out, right? Check me out. I'm credible, right? That's why I wanted to show you guys that numbers. And this is what I do. I'm full time, right? And God is at the center of what I do. So now I'm going to tell you how you do it. When I decided to fully invest 1,000% into my brand, into my business, and to not pay attention to any other coaches, what they had going on, the way they were doing things, when I stopped following the industry trends, and I just was like tuning into God every morning, spending time with God, like You know, the Bible says, if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask God. And I'm like, God, look, I don't know what to do, because the way that I see the industry going, I don't like it. And I know I'm different. And so God would bring different books into my life that would help me. And one of them is Og Mandino's The Greatest Salesman in the World. And one of the things he says is, he says, hide your similarities and sell your differences in the marketplace. So for me, one of my big differences in the marketplace is I actually teach people how to do stuff. You may be like, doesn't everybody? No, they don't. And this is where we're going to get into how you're going to make big bucks. A lot of these people who you invest in their coaching and you do that, have you ever noticed that they teach you the what, but they don't teach you the how? They teach you the what, but they don't teach you the how. And they charge you big money to teach you what you need to do, but they're not telling you the how. Like, step by step, this is how you do it. So for me, I have a gift of teaching. I've had it since I was 5 years old, and I love teaching. Anything I can teach, I will teach. I'm very gifted in that area. So I was just like, God, you know, I feel like nobody is really teaching people how to do things step by step by step. And if they are, they're charging people an arm and a leg. But, you know, I remember when I was down and out, I didn't have the money. I'm like, you know, that didn't sit well with me. So for me, I'm like, I'm a teacher and I want to teach. And see, when you go before God and you sit and you just get centered, he will give you ideas. And so God gave me this idea. Why don't you're like you guys, to make the big money, you have to sell your differences. And my differences, I'm step by step. So you have to promote that. You have to be emphatic about it. You got to let people know what your difference is. So my difference is, I'm step by step. I will break it down for you. I will teach you. So at the end of working with me, you have something to show for. I don't just give you fluff. I don't just say, oh, this is what I know, answers. I study everything. So God was like, sell that aspect of who you are. And so I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And even though people would tell me, why is she doing that? You should be charging way more. That wasn't what was in my heart to do. It was make it affordable, get them results, you know, and God gave me a whole strategy. In 3 months, what, $79,000? That's not bad, right? And so what it is if you want to earn the big money, teach people how to do things. Don't follow this trend of fluff. Don't follow this trend of, I'm gonna tell you what you need, but nobody's taking the time out to teach anybody anything. Nobody's taking the time out to make sure you understand it. Nobody's taking the time out to hold you accountable. Like, yo, you need to do this. Not many people are doing that. And if they are, they want to charge you up the wazoo. But I was faithful to what God told me to do. And initially people told me, your prices are so low. I'm like, whatever. But see, you know, it was a premium coaching. I'm premium. I charge $6,000. It's 3 payments. It's 2 payments of $3,000. And I'm like, the same thing you're talking. There's not a lot of people with $3,000 just laying around like that who are just ready to invest. So I'm like, okay, I did it the way God had. And if you look at my numbers, many of my clients have already paid me $3,000 plus. But it was over time. It was me helping them and teaching them more, and they were more than happy to do it. So don't follow the industry standard. Don't think you have to do things the way you see everyone else doing it. And I'm like, I want people to learn how to do it. Implementation. Somebody type down implementation. Hey, Dr. Stevie. Hey, there's Jerry. Jerry Davis says she's credible, and whatever level you are at, she will launch to your new level. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Jerry says, when I asked about the cost of your services, I was floored. Did not expect your rates. Because she's used to investing in people who charge you an arm and a leg, and then people are still confused. People still don't have anything. And if you were on earlier, I showed you my numbers. I'm still killing. I'm about to kill it even more. So here's the deal of what I'm telling you. Implementation will win the game every single time. And then you have people who will pay you thousands of dollars if you're going to teach them how, but nobody's really teaching people how to do things anymore. They're just fluffy and they're just giving the what, and they're not teaching people how. Y'all, that's not going to cut it anymore. People are becoming wiser. And now with things like COVID and stuff, they're more careful about where they invest their money. Is this making sense to anyone? Please, somebody type down implementation. Implementation, meaning if you're going to teach me how to build an online school, don't just tell me what. Okay, what's the first step? What's the second step? What's the third step? You do that, you get people results, you can write your own check. So remember, I started out with this school. The school is currently $297, which is really, Jerry will tell you, that is a drop in the bucket. For my ideal clients, that's a drop in the bucket. $297 is a drop in the bucket. So they come in, they're earning some money, and most of them make so much money before that, right? And then they buy different things. Some of them decide to coach with me privately, whatever. I just introduced the service, and literally those same people who paid $297, they're dropping $5,000 a pop to work with me because they want to go to that next level. So do you understand? I'm so glad that God took me the way that he took me, because initially some people probably wouldn't have felt comfortable dropping $5,000. But when you build a value ladder and you have different products, they're like, yo, that's the real deal. Boom. This weekend alone, I made $12,000. Cash money in my hand, not oh, she gonna pay me. No, $12,000 not in my hand, but like in my account. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. When I tell my clients do this, and that, they earn money and things happen. I had one client last night. She's been struggling to earn that money, right? All right, so since CRM says implementation, Dr. Stevie says implementation. You got to teach people how to do stuff. Break down the steps. You will earn so much money. So I had a student last night, and she is in the mental health field, and she's been trying to find her way. And one thing I keep encouraging you, keep creating, put yourself out there, keep serving, and the answers will be revealed to you. So she came to me privately and was like, I want to try something. What do you think? I said, if this is what you're going to do, listen, do this class first. It's like an intro, but make sure you feed them. When I say feed them, I mean, when they come to your class, even if it's at a low rate, because that's a strategy too, feed them. So even if they decide not to go with you any further, they at least have some steps to get started on their own. So I said, feed them. And then make them an offer to go further with you. I'm the queen of the upsell. That's why I have so many repeat clients. So she listened to what I said to the T. This is a season of obedience. Just listen. I can tell when people come into my school and it's certain parts of their personality, like they think they know everything. They don't follow the directions. They think they know better than the teacher. They always end up getting themselves in a tizzy, and they have to come back and follow the program and the strategy, and then they get results. So she listened to what I said, and whenever she made sure they were fed, but she had another offer ready at the end of her class last night. So she did everything I told her to do. She contacted me like 6 a.m. like just I didn't know what was wrong. I'm like, is everything okay? What's going on? So after I did my morning practices, I connected with her. I'm like, what's going on? What's up? She said, you won't believe it. I said, what happened? She said, I followed what you said to the T, Shalina. I said, okay. I'm always like, what's the numbers? She said, Shalina, I made, was it 1,000? She made $1,100 in 1 hour last night listening to me. And the initial class, she made about 600. So altogether, just 1,700, one class, following my strategy. New coaches, I'm the one you need to build that solid foundation. Learn how to package up your knowledge, because a lot of you cram too much stuff into one thing. There's no place for people to go. And she said, Shalina, so she said she called her mom, was like, Mom, the class went so well. The people liked it. Now let me run the numbers. I think 31 people signed up for the class. 31. 21 showed up live, even though they paid. 21 showed up live. And of that 21, like 11 of them took her offer for $97. And so she had went to bed, and she said her phone, something kept going off. And she said, she was telling her mom, like, Mom, the class went so well. The people were so into it. Wop, wop, wop. Then she's like, Mom, my phone is going off. Let me check it. And she said, well, let me just check the numbers. 11, remember, 31 purchased the class. 21 showed up live. 11 took that $97 offer last night and they're still enrolling. She said, Shalina, when she looked at her dashboard, she said, she said, Shalina almost passed out. I started crying because she's been in this game for a while, trying to find her way, trying to serve. And I'm really good at helping you hone in on your ideal client and discovering what the catnip is. And catnip is that stuff that they just go crazy over. So I know how to create a buying frenzy. So I showed her how to create a buying frenzy, and she was obedient. She listened. She was confident. She fed the people initially, and she made an offer. She never made that kind of money before. And she said, and she showed me her dashboard. Now she's at like $1,800. She said, Shalina, what you say works. Y'all, this is my lane. I study this stuff. I'm always asking guys, is there another way I can do this? How can I teach them? So if this is resonating with any of you, I'm here to tell you, listen, get into this online school. Stop playing around. There are people waiting on you. Let me teach you what you need to know so we can share your success story. We have a wonderful community. And in our community, Jerry says, we know, like, and trust you. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. So Shay says, that's definitely me. This is helpful. Yes, listen. Some of you, you may look at some of these coaches, and because they had these huge price tags, you're like, oh my God, I can't afford it. But then you have the school and you make up excuses as to why you can't get in there. You need to get in there because right now it's $297. And I'm like, honestly, it really needs to be at $497 because it's so impactful. And if those of you squabbling at this, get in. This is the money you borrow money to get in here because I'm going to show you how to earn it back. I've done this over and over and over. I had a student last week. He put out his first class. I said, nah, listen to me, because a lot of people are on this, book writing class. I'm like, listen, you need a different angle. And he was talking to me and he said, oh yeah, Shalene, I sold 40,000 books. I was like, you did? And he was like, yeah, now I want to do 1 million. I said, pause for the cause. You did what? He said, I sold 40,000 books, but I'm trying. See, a lot of you diminish what you do, you diminish what you've accomplished, and you discount your gifts, your talents, and your knowledge. You discount it. You're too casual with it. And because you're too casual, you don't properly value it. You don't put a proper valuation, or you don't even put a price tag on it. I said, bro, 40,000 books? I said, yo, I know a group of people who would eat that catnip. They will eat that up. He was like, really? I said, yeah, teach him how you did it. Remember, implementation, it's the how. Stop just telling people what, teach them how. Okay, when you go to one of my classes, I'm really heavy on the tech. If I'm going to teach you how to do something, we're going to go into the website. I'm going to say, okay, do you see right there in the top left? Click that. Come here. Boom, boom, boom. That's what people want. People don't want this fluff stuff no more because they'll purchase from me, but they won't purchase again. I get repeat buyers. Because they're like, yo, she actually showing us how to do it. And the price is reasonable, right? So this gentleman, I said, name the class how to sell 40,000 books or how I sold 40,000 books. Man, in one night, he made like $700. People were just, because I teach you how to pre-sell. People bought that class before but they, like a week before he actually taught it, he released it. In like one night, he made $700, literally. Listening to me. I know what I'm talking. I know this online thing. And for you new, I know this like the back of my hand. Listen to me. If I say, hey, I think that's a great idea, stop what you're doing, drop what you're doing, listen to me. Because the thing, you want to earn money. I want to show you how to get to that bag while serving and earning. They go together. A lot of you are serving, but you're not earning and you're getting burnt out and you're resentful because you're not charging anything. And you don't believe in yourself. So if I tell you, hey, I think that's a great idea. So the gentleman, he dropped everything he was going to do. He put together this 40,000 book class. And I think eventually he did $898, his first class. And I think he paid like $197 for the for the clinic, how to build your online school. Y'all better get in here. I'm telling you. So Pamela's saying, yes, if it's something, I'm telling you, if I tell you, that's a really good idea right there. I would go with that one. Listen to me. Don't put out what you think people want. If you have me here and you're in my program and I'm like, yo, do that. Don't be so tied to what you think people want. Be tied to what sells. You got to create, you have to solve problems for a fee that people are willing to buy. You can't put out what you think, because a lot of times what you think people need is, they may need it, but you need to present something that's hot first that gets their attention. And then from there, boom, you can offer the other. That's what happened to me. And God was like, number one rule, you got to give the people what they want. And for me, I'm like, I was with that old style information marketing stuff. I was like, well, I'm a coach and I do the VIP days, 2,500 VIP days. And then I do the group coaching. Everybody ain't got time for your 8-week coaching program. Can you come up with something else? So God was like, Shelina, like people were coming to me when I first set up my home studio. People were coming to me like, how do you do it? Like, right. I have like lights and everything. Like, how do you put up, how? And I'm like, I mean, it's easy. All you do. And God was like, no, teach them in the class. I'm like, but this is not what I do. I feel icky. Because I used to look down on people who taught like Canva classes and this. I'm like, what are you doing? But I didn't realize there are people out there who don't know. And sometimes you need an entree. So I said, all right, let me just show these people how to do a studio, how to get these backgrounds and stuff. That was the beginning of my 80K. They were like, yes. And then I listened. I kept my ear to the ground. I said, oh, so I taught them how to look good. I said, but wait, do y'all know how to use Zoom though? Because they didn't know how to use Zoom. And you know, this is when COVID first hit. And I'm a teacher. I would teach you boom, 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 boom. I said, yo, why don't you take Zoom Superstar? It teaches you how to teach your online classes and stuff like that and make your presentation. So I taught you how to look good. Let me show you how to present, how to use Zoom, ... It was called Zoom Superstar. And then from there, I'm like, well, wait a minute. If you're presenting on Zoom, you really need to learn how to create classes that you can teach on Zoom. I just kept going like that. And then it was like, all right, well, live streaming. I make a lot of money when I live stream. People buy my products. And I said, I'm going to teach you a winning formula. And I kept creating stuff like that. And they kept buying it. And then finally, I was like, well, now that you know how to create the class, you're going to need a place to house them. Let me show you how to build your online school. And it made sense because I know my ideal clients. I know what they need. I know the natural next step. Some of you are going to put everything into one program, some long behind program, some long behind class, and you overwhelm people. So back to my original point about how you earn the big money. Implementation. Teach people how to do stuff. And then teach them how to do the things that they're saying they want to learn that you can do. Don't just teach them, well, I'm going to teach you how to do this. Probably won't sell. But if you learn to listen to what they need and you teach them how to do it, and it's in your wheelhouse and you know how to do that, teach them that to let them sample you, get a taste. They be like, oh, her teaching is on point. She like that. Then you know the natural next step. Boom, offer another class. I say for your classes, teach one topic and do one thing. That's it. And feed them. So if they don't take that next class, at least they know they can fight their way out of a wet paper bag. Some people, they just don't, they take a class with you and they don't know nothing. It's like, they didn't teach me. Implementation. One class, one theme, one thing. Feed them. And then you offer the next natural step. And they will be so appreciative. It's always easier to get a repeat customer than it is to get a totally new one. And you keep offering. And then for me, that thing turned out to be this online school. I have 120 people who purchased the online school. You got to keep going until you find your thing. You keep going before God. Like I sit for 5 money earning ideas, or I keep working the ideas I have because I'm training my mind how to see opportunity. I'm training my mind how to see a need and fill it. And I respect my ideas. I write them down and I implement right away. So that's what happened. And then the school came and it was like, teach them step by step how to build their school. So in 1 week, if you listen to me, you'll build your school in a week. Look nice and pretty. You'll build your school in a week. And then that next week, I will show you how to start earning money in your school. Teaching what you know, but teaching stuff that sells. Some of y'all want to teach stuff, and I'm like, that ain't hot. Teach that. You know how to do that? That's very hot. Come on, don't you want me to help you earn $1,000 in your first class? Don't you want to be like the young lady who just listened to me? Stop trying to do things her way. Stop trying to think she knew everything. Don't you want to be her and earn $1,000 in a night and one night and your phone going off ping, 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 ping. And she's like, what's happening? Is everything okay? Oh no, honey, it's just your PayPal notifications going off. It's just your school notifications going off that people believe in you. They trust you and they're spending. They don't see a problem purchasing $97 worth of stuff from you. Who else wants this? I can give it to you. There's no other coach on the market like me who is taking the time out and teaching people how to implement, building up your self-esteem and your courage as you do it, holding you accountable, creating an environment that holds you accountable. We celebrate everything. We have integrity. You know, if you feel down and out, you can come into the group. You know, we can talk about it. And then I've made it affordable. Everyone else is going to charge you up. And then they're going to charge you up. And then most of these coaches, the funny thing is, a lot of these coaches who are making a lot of money, if you listen to them, they'll tell you straight up, I don't help you learn no foundation. You need to know how to do blah, blah, blah by the time you get to me. That's in the fine print. So you ain't see that. And so you go and you get in their program and you're not equipped. Let me equip you. And then you can go and scale and do all that other stuff. But let me help you build that solid foundation, okay? So that I hope that you've enjoyed this. But that's how you earn the big money, is teaching people how. There's so many scammers out here. Big name people who are like scamming people, or big name people that people find out they're not really worth all the mustard. They're fluff. They're not teaching how to do stuff, but they're getting. You will be found out. You will be found out, and people and what's going to happen is people going to be like, nah, that ain't really where it's at. I'm where it's at. I got the receipts to prove it. My clients will tell you. And so I have to get off of here because I gotta run. It's 8:30. I gotta run. I have to meet with my graphic designer for a project. Okay, you guys, does anybody have questions about the online school? If you do, just type the questions in the comments right now. Let me look. I can't see. Let me see. Peace and love. Hey, the Holy Trinity. Hey. Yep, I definitely go with the bankable idea. Draw them in and sell the product. Yes. Pamela says the PayPal bling. Yes. PayPal bling. That's what it is. That is what it is. Okay, you guys. So if you have any questions about the online school, it's amazing. I want you to hop in now. Put on your credit card. You're going to make the money back plus more. But don't miss this opportunity. Because like I told you, listen, I'm going to put it where my numbers need to be, where it makes sense for me. Because I know you listen, you apply yourself, you're going to earn the money back so easily. Do it tonight. You saw this. You saw me for the first time on YouTube. Do it tonight. It's the reason why. I truly believe that. Okay, you guys, I got to go because I'm about to get in trouble. I got to go. I'm going to work on a project. If you have any questions, you can follow me on Facebook. Oh, hey, Shakima. Shakima says she just jumped on and say hello, Shakima. I want you to get into the online school, and I definitely want you to get into my world, get into my group, bit.ly/BSY group. It's a free Facebook group on Facebook, okay? But make sure you get into the online school, okay, you guys? So I gotta go. I gotta handle some business, and I gotta go work on a project that somebody paid me $5,000 for. So yes, I got to go. All right, you guys. But that's the result of mastering your craft. That people are like, yo, they just dropped 5 stacks. How many of you want somebody to pay you 5 stacks to do what you do, and then they don't sweat you? They just want you to deliver. That's the best job in the world. So I got to run for that. But if you have any questions, let me definitely. Someone says, hello, gorgeous. Hey, Blissa. Hey. Stevie says, great broadcast. Thank you. All right, you guys, I got to go. I will see you on the other side. If you're not in the online school, get in the online school. Get in here. We're waiting for you. The people who you're meant to serve, they're waiting for you. The money you want to see in your PayPal account, your bank account is waiting for you. I say when you get serious about your business, your bank account gets serious about you. Okay, you guys, Shalina Diva, I'll see you guys on the other side. Be blessed.